In the shadows of colonial New York, a single trial would test the bounds of government control. When freedom of speech was unthinkable, one printer stood against power, defying a corrupt governor and sparking a movement. How did John Peter Zenger's fight for truth ignite a battle for liberty and give rise to the freedom of the press? This is the story of courage, corruption, and one trial that changed the future of America. Welcome to Unlocking the Secrets of America's Founding Ideas. Discover the untold stories of American history with the National Character Association. In a time when criticizing the government meant risking imprisonment, one man's fight for truth changed history. How did the trial of a humble printer ignite the battle for freedom of the press and ultimately shape the foundations of American democracy? In the 1730s, John Peter Zenger, a German immigrant and printer in New York, became the voice of colonial dissent. Through the New York Weekly Journal, Zenger boldly exposed the corruption of Governor William S. Cosby, accusing him of rigging elections, harboring French enemies, and exploiting his power. But this outspokenness came at a price. Zenger was arrested for libel, a charge far more sinister than we know today. In the 1730s, it meant publishing anything critical of the government. Truth didn't matter in the face of power. With Zenger behind bars, his wife Anna refused to let their cause falter. She continued to publish scathing reports, forcing a change. Cosby's corrupt jury was dismissed in favor of one representing Zenger's true peers. When the trial began, no one expected what came next. Andrew Hamilton, the most celebrated lawyer in the colonies, had arrived to defend Zenger. His mission to challenge the very foundation of the libel law that suppressed truth. Hamilton didn't deny that Zenger printed the charges. Instead, he turned the trial on its head, demanding that the prosecution prove those charges false. In a rousing defense, he declared, "It is not the cause of one poor printer, but the cause of liberty." Despite the judge's orders to convict, the jury, inspired by Hamilton's words, returned in under 10 minutes with a verdict that shook the colonies. Not guilty. The acquittal of John Peter Zenger sent shockwaves across colonial America. It emboldened newspapers to criticize without fear, empowering the free exchange of ideas. As revolutionary sentiments grew, the freedom to dissent through the press became indispensable. The trial of Peter Zenger wasn't just a victory for one printer. It was a landmark moment in the fight for liberty. Without his courage and the defense of truth, the ideals of democracy that we hold sacred might never have taken root. Like, follow, and subscribe to the National Character Association. Visit nationalcharacter.org to learn more.